ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्ते नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्ति नैष्ठिकी।
Lokapala Ushu. Drishta Kimno Drigbir Asad Grihastvam. Pratyek Drishta Drishyate Ena Vishwam. Maya hi esha bhavadiya hi bhuman. Lokapala Uchu. Drishta Kimno Drigbir Asad Grihastvam. Pratyek Drishta Drishyate Yena Vishwam. Maya hi esha bhavadiya hi bhuman. Yastvam sashta panchavir bhashi bhute.
Lokapala Uchu. Drishta Kimno Drigbir Asad Grihastvam. Pratyek Drishta Drishyate Yena Vishwam. Maya hi esha bhavadiya hi bhuman.
Yastam Shashta Panchapir Bhashaputane. Hope the voice is clear now. Anyone likes to chant? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavata Pranam. Lokapala Uchihu Drishta Kim no Drigbir Asat Grahistvam. Pratyak Drashta Drishyate Yena Vishwam. Maya Yesha Bhavadiya hi bhuman. Yastvam Shashta Panchabhir Bhasi Bhutehi. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavata Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Lokapala Uchu. Drishta Kimno Drigbir Asad Grihastvam. Pratyek Drishta Drishyate Yena Vishwam. Maya haya esha bhavadiya hi bhuman. Yastvam sastha panchabhir bhasi bhutai. Thank you so very much, Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. लोकपाल ऊचु दृष्टा किं नो दुर्गाभिर् असद्ग्रहेषु प्रत्याग् दृष्ट दृश्यते येन विश्वं मया हि एष भवदीया हि पुमान् यस्त्वं षष्ठ पंचभिर्भासि भूते. हरे कृष्ण माताजी. थैंक यू.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. लोकपाल ऊचुः दृष्टः किं न दृग्भिरस्तगृहैस्तवं प्रत्यादृष्टा दृश्यते येन विश्वं मायाध्येषा भवदीया हि भुवन् यस्यं षष्ठ पंचभिर्भासि भूतैः. हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. लोकपाल ऊचुः दृष्टं कीनो दिग्भरस असद्ग्रहेस्तं प्रज्ञदृष्टादृश्यते येनाभिस्वं मायाहु स भवदीया हि भूमन् यशस्तं षष्टपञ्चाभिभाषीभूते। हरे कृष्ण माता।
हरे कृष्ण माताजी। लोकपाला ऊचुः दृष्टा किं नो दृग्भिरसद्ग्रहैस्त्वं प्रत्यग्दृष्टा दृश्यते येन विश्वं माया हि एषा भवदीया हि भूमान् यस्त्वं षष्ठः पञ्चभिर्भासि भूतैः। हरे कृष्ण माताजी।
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण।
कृष्ण माताजी। लोकपाल ऊचुः दृष्टा किं नो दृग्भिरसद्ग्रहैस्त्वं प्रत्यग्द्रष्टा दृश्यते येन विश्वं माया हि एषा भावदीया हि भूमान् यस्त्वं षष्ठः पञ्चभिर्भासि भूतैः। हरे कृष्ण माताजी प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण। लोकपाल उवाच दृष्टं हि दोग्भिरसद्ग्रहैस्त्वं प्रत्यग्दृष्टा दृश्यते येन विश्वं माया हेष भवदीय हि भूमान् यस्त्वं पञ्चभिर्भाषि भूतैः। हरे कृष्ण माताजी।
Hare Krishna. So when there are many people, they say uchu. Okay. When is one person saying, it's uvacha. So here it's lokapala. Uchu means many are there. So we'll see the synonyms. Lokapala, the governors of different planets. Uchuhu said. Drishtaha seen. Kim whether. Naha by us. Drigdi by the material senses. Asat grihe revealing the cosmic manifestation. Tvam you. Pratyak drishta inner witness. Drishyate is seen. Yena by whom. Vishwam the universe. Maya material world. He because. Esha this. Pavadiya your. He certainly. Officer of the universe. Yaha because. Tvam you. Shtaha the sixth. Panjabi with the five. Bhashi appear. Bhude elements. Translation. The governors of various planets spoke as follows. Dear Lord, we believe only in your direct perception and therefore we see you as creation of the material world. But under circumstances, we do not know whether we have actually seen you with our material senses. By our material senses, we can simply perceive the cosmic manifestation. But you are beyond the five elements. You are the sixth. Mataji, you can unmute yourself, Supreet Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. The governors of various planets are certainly materially opulent and very puffed up. Such persons are unable to understand the transcendental eternal form of the Lord. In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated that only persons who have anointed their eyes with the love of Godhead can see the personality of Godhead in every step of their activities. Also, in the prayers of Kunti, Bhagavatam 1.8.26, it is stated that only those who are akinchana gocharam, who are not materially puffed up, can see the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Others are bewildered and cannot even think of the absolute truth. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Mataji. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Shalakya Chakshurmidam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhute Swayam Rupakatam Ahyantanti Swapatantikam Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhudale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Name Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshnarini Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Lokapala Uchu Drishta Kim No Drigbir Asadgrihestvam Pratyak Drashta Drishyate Yena Vishwam Maya hi esha bhavadiya hi bhuman Yastam shashta panchapirbhashi bhute. Translation. The governors of various planets spoke as follows. Dear Lord, we believe only in our direct perception and therefore we see you as a creation of the material world. But under the circumstances, we do not know whether we have actually seen you with our material senses. By our material senses, we can simply perceive the cosmic manifestation, but you are beyond the 5 elements. You are the 6th. Hare Krishna. So we continue. We've seen the prayers by Lord Brahma, Lord Indra, and Daksha's wife yesterday. And now the Lokapala and the members in the assembly is speaking. So what are they saying? Lord is to be seen with the ointment of love. That's what Brahma Samhita says, no? Prema jana churida bhakti vilochanena sanda sataiva hridayeshu vilokayanti yam shyama sundaram achindya gunaswarupam govindamadi purusham tam ham bhajami. Prema jana churida, the eyes which is ointed with the love of Godhead. No, only then we can see Krishna as a person. In the sense, pure devotees. Pure devotees always see Krishna in the Shyam Sundar form. Yam Shyam Sundar. Right? So, what does the Mayavadi see the Lord as? How does they see? How does they see the Lord?
Light,
Yes?
Mata.
Brahman.
Effulgence.
Like light.
Effulgence.
Light or Brahman. They say God is light, So that's what a Mayavadi say. What does an atheist say? God doesn't exist for them, for an atheist, right? Yeah, he doesn't exist only for them. So Mayavadis say that God is light, and a yogi says that God is. What does a yogi say? The yogi medicine. Paramatma. So he says the God is Paramatma, is in your heart only as Paramatma. But only a devotee can say Lord is a person, Samambonam, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, or he is one without a second. Only a devotee can perceive the Bhagavan feature of the Lord. And Bhagavan means what? He's a person, he reciprocates with you. You can have exchange of rasa with the Lord. Right? So why does Prabhupada says, why does they keep dogs and cats and all? Because they want to love someone. They want to have a relationship with someone, in the sense reciprocation. When you grow a dog and then the dog moves its tail when he sees you. So that's kind of reciprocation. We feel happy when the dog reciprocates, right? So someone has to reciprocate to you. Otherwise you won't get any rasa. Can a light reciprocate? Can Paramatma reciprocate? Not much. But Bhagavan can reciprocate. The Lord can reciprocate. Some devotee was saying, sometimes they make nice the bhog and offer, or dress the deities, make nice garland. The Lord smiles. Sometimes you feel the Lord is reciprocating to you. Like to Srila Prabhupada, Lord used to talk to him. That's high level. But for us, Krishna will reciprocate in different ways. He can reciprocate through his devotees also. Right? So here it is said, only through the ointment of love can we see Krishna. Otherwise it's not easy. You won't be able to see the Lord. Okay, so Brahma Samhita says that. And also the Lord is addressed as what here? Akinchana, right? Akinchana. Akinchana means what? So you can see in the verse it is said that in the prayers of Lord Mata Kunti, she says that only those who are Akinchana Gochara, or who are not materially puffed up, can see the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Akinchana Gochara. So this is from Kunti Stuti, 1st Canto, 8th chapter, verse 26. She says, Shri Mana Madapuma Naivarhati Apita Tumve Tvam Akimchana Gochara. Tvam Akimchana Gochara. Krishna belongs to whom? Akimchana Gochara. In the sense, Krishna belongs to those who are actually materially impoverished. In the sense, somebody who's materially puffed up cannot see the Lord, or in the sense cannot approach God with. So 4 things which will stop us from reaching Krishna is Janma, Aishwarya, Shuddha, Shribir. Janma, if you're born in a rich aristocratic family, you feel like, why we should have God? Because I have everything in life. I have money and I have power and fame and position and everything. So Janma, born in a rich aristocratic family, it's an hindrance to reach Krishna, to do pure devotional service. I don't say, yes, there are cases like Ambarish Prabhu, Alfred Ford, where he's a rich person, but he's a devotee of the Lord. So, and he donates for the temple. So for that, such cases are very rare. But most of the time what happens, they become puffed up when they are rich, like the sons of Kubera, Nala Kubera and Manigriva. They were so intoxicated because of the Janma, because they were born in a rich family. So Janma, right, the birth. Aishwarya means the riches, opulences. So Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta. Shruta means knowledge. We are so educated, like Maya, Paridajnanam, like scientists and all those people who are not believing in God. And Shri means beauty. Okay, so these four things will stop us from approaching God with pure feelings. That's what Kunti Maharani says. Etamana matapupan naivarhati apitatum vetvam akimchana gochara. Krishna belongs to who? Somebody who's materially impoverished. That means a poor person. Say akimchana gochara means one who's approached easily by materially exhausted man. So there is a contradictory. Krishna says, Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham, right? Ananya Shindayan Domam Yejano Paryupasate, Deshamiktyabhi Yuktanam Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. So we've seen the story of Sudama, where Krishna gives all the opulences to a person. But it's also said, Yasyaham anugrashyami harishye taddanam sane, tadodanam tyajantyasya swajana dukkha dukkhitam. That means when you become devotee of Krishna, what happens? Krishna will take away all your material opulences. So this is in 10th canto, chapter 88, verse 8. Okay. Krishna himself is saying, Yasyaham anugrashyami harishye taddanam sane. The Lord will take away all your material opulences. Taddanam, he'll take away because of special mercy. And what will happen? Tado dhanam tyajantyasa. That person will lose all his money and property and everything. And swajana dukkha dukkhitam. All the relatives and family will start neglecting him or will start avoiding him. So it's a contradictory, no? One side Krishna says, Yoga Kshema Mahamyam, I'll take care of everything. I will, he's Buddha Bride Nama. Buddha Bride means he'll give you all the necessities in life. Okay. So here Krishna says, if I specially favor someone, I gradually deprive him of his wealth. Then the relatives and friends of such a poverty-stricken man abandon him. This way he suffers distress after distress. So once when I shared this sloka, my friend was so shocked. I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I'm into Krishna consciousness. You mean Krishna will take all my wealth away and all my friends and relatives will start ignoring me? So why is this contradictory? Krishna says in one side, Yoga Kshema Mahamiham. The other side he says, I'll take away all your material opulences. Yes? Can you comment on this?
Mataji draws closer to him.
Viraga.
Yeah, he's bringing us closer to him. Yes, then?
To make us pure.
Make us
Wants
pure.
us to be
Yes.
free from material attachments.
When we are
Yes,
suffering,
he
we
wants us
remember
to be.
Krishna more.
Yeah. So when you suffer, you do Tivrena Bhakti Yogena, your bhakti becomes more. And he doesn't want anything to come in between us and him. He gives you Yogakshema Mahami, he gives you all the opulences. But when he sees that you're getting attached to opulence, instead of using it in Krishna service, then Krishna will take it away. Why? Because Krishna doesn't want anyone to come in between you and Krishna. Like for example, when the Jagannath deity was carved, right? Shyam Sundar Prabhu, Prabhupada's disciple, was carving Jagannath deity. He kept a packet of cigarette on top of Jagannath. He was not knowing much. He was initial, that hippie civilization. And then Prabhupada came and said, don't allow a packet of cigarette to come in between you and Krishna. So indirectly he's saying, quit smoking. Okay, but so Krishna doesn't want anything. If you get attached to something in this material world, Krishna takes it away. This is for pure devotees, not for neophytes or something. For pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada. We know when Prabhupada was getting attached to his business, Prabhupada had a dream like he'll have a big business so that that money can be used in Krishna consciousness. But he was somehow getting attached to that business in the sense he was not having much time to spend in Krishna conscious activities. So Krishna is like, who will spread Krishna consciousness all over the world? Prabhupada. So if Prabhupada has to come out of it, he made his wife get attached to tea. Her name is Radharani. And she got attached to tea and biscuits, that she sold Prabhupada's manuscripts of Bhagavad Gita for some tea biscuits, so that Krishna made this happen. And sometimes we think, why couldn't Krishna make his wife a pure devotee? Otherwise, we won't get Srila Prabhupada. we wouldn't have got him in the all over the world. Right? Prabhupada's disciple was saying, thanks to Prabhupada's wife, because of her, we got Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Because Prabhupada asked, you want me or tea? She chose tea on Prabhupada. So because of that, we got Prabhupada. Somehow Krishna will send Prabhupada, but still, no, she was one of an instrument. So sometimes some devotees complain to me, my father is not allowing to do bhakti, my husband is not allowing, my wife. That hindrance is good for us actually. Good for us. Because of that hindrance, we do bhakti in a more serious way. Otherwise, we would have become little, relaxed in bhakti. But so we should thank those hindrances. And here it is said, those who worship Lord Shiva himself doesn't have a house. He lives in Kailas, he's so renounced person. But a devotee of Lord Shiva is so opulent, he's so rich. But Lord Krishna stays in Goloka, where it's Chintamani Dham and Dwaraka, a lot of palaces. But Krishna's devotees are poor. It's a contradictory. Why? Krishna doesn't want you to get attached to anything material. Lord Shiva is Ashutosh, he will give you, he gets easily pleased and he gives you all the material opulences. But we get attached to the material world. But what is Krishna doing? If he specially favors someone, he gradually deprive him the wealth. I'm chanting Hare Krishna and Krishna is taking all my wealth away. What is this? So initially we'll think like that. But then what happens? Relatives and friends of such a poverty-stricken man will abandon him. So when it's actually one way, before coming to Krishna consciousness, all my relatives used to call me for all the function. And I have to go, and I go. There'll be non-veg served and so many things. Once I came to Krishna consciousness, took initiation, they stopped calling me. Because if they call me, they have to make something like sattvic, and we don't eat in their place. And also they feel like, oh, because she comes with tilak, it's kind of an insult in front of other relatives to show that, oh, she's my relative. So what we do, we go on the previous day, bless them, give them Bhagavad Gita, some gifts from our side, even though they don't call us. But in the sense, I'm telling you what happens, relatives and friends will walk away from us. All my material friends in college and schools, they're not even calling me nowadays because I speak only about Krishna. And they get bored. Like, always you speak this, what is this? All you're telling this, one life, just enjoy. But what happens? Now, all of you are experiencing this. Now, as you go close to Krishna, you get away from material world because that's normal. But one way it's good. Why? You have more devotee friends now. Now the friends are calling our devotees. Your contact list is full of devotees and they talk about Krishna. They don't get bored talking about Krishna. So this is Krishna's special favor. Krishna says special favor. So the same way he specially favored Kolaveja Sridhar. So Kela Beja, he was Kela Beja Sridhar actually. So Kela, he was selling bananas, banana leaves and the cups made up of banana, plates made up of banana leaves and banana. So he was Kela Beja Sridhar, he became Kola Beja Sridhar. And he was so poor that his dress used to have a lot of holes in it. And when Mahaprabhu asked, see, you don't even have a proper dress. He's like, no, at least my private parts are covered. And he asked, you don't have a nice house to stay. He's like, even the birds doesn't have a house. A nice house, so they stay in some trees. So I'm fine. And whatever money he get from the business, half of it he used for worshipping Mother Ganges. And Mahaprabhu as Nimai used to go to Kolaveja Sridhar to get all these bananas and everything and bargain so much so that Kolaveja Sridhar have to give it for free to Mahaprabhu. And he likes it. And later on, the end, Kolaveja Sridhar, during the Mahaprakash Leela, when Mahaprabhu was displaying his the Vishwarupa, he called Kolaveja Sridhar. Call him. He's the richest man in the whole Nadia. Like richest, he's so poor. No, he has bhakti in him. So then everyone came to know about Kolaveja Sridhar. And finally, Mahaprabhu displayed himself as Krishna. I think Krishna and Balram showed that form to Kolaveja Sridhar. So Janma Ishwarya Sridhar Shribir, when Kunti Maharani says that these four things will stop us from going to Krishna. Stop in the sense, not with true feeling. Somebody born in a rich family, somebody who is so educated, somebody who is so beautiful, or somebody who is having a lot of opulences. Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shribir. It won't allow us to approach Krishna with sincere feeling. So lordships can be approached only by those who are materially exhausted. That is Akimchana Gochara. But it is said that those with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, bodily beauty cannot approach Krishna with sincere feeling. There won't be sincere feeling. because they have some karma mishrita bhakti and jnana mishrita bhakti. It won't be pure devotional service, right? So who is the one who was born in a poor family but was a great devotee of the Lord? Any example? So respected parentage. Born in a might be Shudra family. Huh?
Narada Muni.
Sudama,
Who?
Narada.
Came as a Shudra son, but Sudama can come in the opulence stage. He was a Brahmana, no? Sudama Vipra. Any other example? Came as a Shudra, but was a pure devotee of the Lord. Haridas Thakur, right? And also Vidura. Vidura also was born in a Shudra family, right? So Vidura is also, Yamaraj got cursed to become a Shudra, and that he came as Vidura. So Haridas Thakur, yes, he is also like from a low-born family and came as a pure devotee. Opulence, you can say Sudama, yes, right? Sudama and Kolaveja Sridhar can come. So education, somebody who was very poor, very illiterate and is a pure devotee of the Lord.
Brahmana in the story.
Uddhava.
Uddhava is
Brahmana.
highly educated. Uddhava is a disciple of Brihaspati. He was very educated. I'm telling low, illiterate. The illiterate Brahmana in Sri Rangam.
South Indian Brahmana.
The South Indian Brahmana, where Mahaprabhu saw him crying, holding Bhagavad Gita, and said, okay, you're illiterate and still you're reading Bhagavad Gita, you're crying. No, I can't read, but I'm seeing the picture where Krishna became the chariot driver of Arjuna. He's Swayam Bhagavan. Why he came as a chariot driver for his devotees? So seeing that, and then Mahaprabhu hugged him and said, you are the one who's real in education, in the sense, you know Krishna. So that's the qualification. What about the gopis? They didn't go to any college, or they were illiterate actually, the gopis of Vrindavan. That's why when Krishna purposely sent Uddhava to the gopis with the letter, so that Uddhava can get transformed. Uddhava was a little proud. Uddhava was thinking that, oh, I'm the disciple of Brihaspati and I know everything. And Uddhava, purposely to crush that pride, when devotees become proud, Krishna will do some pastime to crush that pride. So, because Krishna doesn't like devotees to become proud. So, Krishna sent Uddhava purposely with that letter saying that I'll come back to the gopis. And Uddhava was trying to console gopis in so many ways. You can read in Bhagavatam so beautifully, saying that don't think about Krishna, it's okay, don't control your mind, this. And the gopis are like, what are you saying, Uddhava? He doesn't have a mind only. A mind is only with Krishna. In so many ways, they tried to talk to Uddhava. Right. Okay. And who? Shri. Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shri Bir. Shri. Who was born so ugly, was a pure devotee of the Lord.
Sudama. Kubja Mata.
Kubja, right? Kubja. So Kubja was actually very ugly, and then the Lord blessed her and satisfied her. No? And she was able to approach Krishna with sincere feeling. So here it is said in the sloka that Krishna belongs to those who are Akinchana Gochara. Akinchana Gochara means materially impoverished. Okay, so Akinchana Gochara, who are not materially puffed up. They only can see Krishna. So that's why you can see the Gosamis, they left everything and went. Not because that they were materially puffed up, no, because they want to be in that stage where they can see the Lord. So that's why here it is said, the people in the assembly, the members in the assembly, they are saying that we can't see you, Krishna. We don't know whether we have seen you with our material eyes. And only person who have anointed their eyes, love, can see you. Every others cannot even think of the absolute truth. So when ISKCON Vrindavan was getting built, like when construction was going on, Yamuna Devi Dasi Mataji and Devi Shakti Mataji, all these were Prabhupada's disciples who actually helped Prabhupada to build up that dream of ISKCON Vrindavan. So there Yamuna Devi Dasi Mataji could see Krishna everywhere. She could perceive Krishna in every aspect of her life. So when she cooks, she knows that is for Krishna. And that time, they didn't have any money or anything. So Garga Muni, one of Prabhupada's disciples, used to say, this watermelon is there, no? So they used to, inside part, the red part, they give to Prabhupada. They offer to Krishna and give to Prabhupada. He is a spiritual master. And what they do, that watermelon, they cut the outside green part, and the white part, they take it for sabji. They put some tomatoes and make sabji out of it. So the watermelon, the inner part they give to Prabhupada, and the outer part they use as sabji. So because they were so poor that they didn't have anything to offer to the Lord. So, but Yamuna Devi Dasi Mataji somehow, Prabhupada taught her. You have to, when they were going through Rajasthan, Prabhupada taught her how the village ladies in Rajasthan used to cook. They get some bricks from somewhere, take sticks, neem sticks, and this gobar, that is cow dung ka cake they dry it in sunlight, and they use, and some pan on which they put roti, and there was like curd and pickle, and somehow they adjusted. That's how their meal was. So Prabhupada taught Yamuna Mataji everything, and she could perceive Krishna. And then Krishna started sending money. Initially, Krishna was checking them. It was very hot for them in Vrindavan. Those who have gone to Vrindavan during June time, it's very, very hot. The skin will be like burning heat. So she was having so much problem there. So many others were all Prabhus and she was only Mataji, and they were living in Radha Damodar temple. You've seen. So in that, Prabhupada have a small kitchen, and it is said where you cook for Krishna, you can't eat there. Then it becomes moochi. So she can't divide, it's only one small room. So she put some bricks around and said, this part I will cook, this part for Prabhupada to eat. So simple their living was. Later on, Krishna started sending money. So many places. And once when Prabhupada was traveling, Prabhupada had a very intense relationship with Yamuna Devi Dasi Mataji as a spiritual daughter. They were like father-daughter relationship. And so Prabhupada once took her. She was so sick, having jaundice, but took her to Vrindavan in his car. And Prabhupada was quoting Chanakya Pandit and all. So Prabhupada said, Chanakya Pandit says you should not believe the politicians and Matajis. Women. Women and politicians should not be trusted. That's what Chanakya Pandit says. So Prabhupada turned back and looked at Yamuna Devi Dasi Mataji and said, Yamuna, correct? What do you think? What do you think? She's like, yes, Prabhupada, that's true. Even Bhagavatam says that you can't trust a women and a politician. So Prabhupada smiled again and said, but you are a Vaishnavi. You're not just a woman, you're a Vaishnavi. So it means transcendental platform. So that's what their personal relationship with was this. So why I'm saying this is Yamuna Devi Dasi Mataji could see Krishna everywhere. Prabhupada said in all his disciples, Prabhupada said she's the only one in Bhava stage. She worshipped Krishna in Bhava stage. And you've seen the Radharani in Vrindavan temple. Nowhere in the whole world you can see so beautiful Radharani, right? Radha Shyam Sundar is like the most beautiful. She painted it. She designed that Radharani actually. She's the one who designed all the deities in Vrindavan. She was so involved in whichever service she do. Cooking, she was the best. Deity service, she was the best. Everywhere, because she put her heart there. And she wanted to please her spiritual master, Prabhupada. Because she saw Krishna everywhere. She was so dedicated, her life. You can read that cookbook she wrote, the Indian Cooking for Krishna, the book she have published. And there is a samadhi, her Pushpa Samadhi in Vrindavan, Goshala, Raman Reddy place. So she was such a pure devotee of the Lord, and she wanted to please Srila Prabhupada in some way or the other. So when Prabhupada, I think I've shared this, when Prabhupada used to have prasadam, when he rubs his tummy, it means it's a third class prasadam. Not so happy with it. So somebody gave burnt puris to Prabhupada. Prabhupada's like, is this the way you offer to Krishna? Like, what to do, Prabhupada? The oil is so hot and this place is not good, and the atta, somebody needed it. So they started blaming each other, all of them. Prabhupada kept his plate there, went to the kitchen, took some dough and made puffed puris, which was very, very nice. So Prabhupada himself showed them that this is how you should make. So he was rubbing his stomach, and everyone understood it's a third class prasadam. Somewhere else, Prabhupada, he started rubbing his chest, and it was like second class prasadam. And once he started doing like this, that means it's first class prasadam. And when Yamuna Devi Mataji cooks, Prabhupada does like this, that's transcendental prasadam. So once Yamuna Devi Mataji's consciousness was not so clear, like she's told that I am getting so many material thoughts, Prabhupada, I can't cook. But she can't tell to Prabhupada, I can't cook for you. So she backed off from cooking, she went to some other service, and someone else cooked. Prabhupada was not happy, and Prabhupada's like, go cook today. Because even if a devotee cooks, and even if a devotee offers, even if Krishna takes it and makes it prasadam, still the consciousness of the cook is there in that prasadam. So Prabhupada asked why she's Prabhupada. And during his last days, Prabhupada personally tells Bhakticharu Maharaj to cook for him. No one else could cook. Yeah, so indeed Mataji was so blessed to be with Prabhupada. And the first class she got from Prabhupada, she was wearing some shorts, and she was a hippie kind of revolution that time, and she came for her sister's marriage, and she and Prabhupada alone was cooking for the marriage in New York. That's the first time she met Prabhupada, and she kept on touching her face and her hands and everything during cooking, that Prabhupada kept on telling, wash your hands, wash your hands. She even asked Prabhupada, can I smoke a cigarette? Prabhupada's like, no, you're cooking for Krishna, can't do that. That's her first meeting with Srila Prabhupada, and from then she dedicated her life for Prabhupada. Her whole life was like so inspiring to read. That Yamuna Devi Dasi Mata, she's the one who sang Govinda Madi Purusham prayers. Prabhupada said when some Prabhus made a big issue, like how can Mataji's voice be played when brahmacharis are there? It's not nice, Prabhupada, that, this, and so much controversies. So Prabhupada's like, just play the record, let me hear. So he played, everyone played that Govinda Madi Purusham, which we hear every day during Darshanarati. Prabhupada closed his eyes and tears were coming so much. So Prabhupada could not control. Prabhupada just opened the eyes and said, she's singing in Bhava stage. How can you say it's a female voice or male voice, something like that? I declare that from now onwards, all over the world, every temple, Darshanarati, this song has to be played. So that's why even any temple you go, the Darshanarati song is sung by Yamuna Devi Dasi Mataji, because that voice is so transcendental. And Prabhupada's like, you, and everyone started criticizing Prabhupada, she's a Mataji, she can't be so close to you. Prabhupada's like, what is wrong of a father accepting service from a daughter? She's my spiritual daughter. Then when he came to India, so that was in the West, that they used to go to morning walk and all, but when he came to India, there were so many cultures they had to learn. So other god brothers of Prabhupada and sannyasi disciples started criticizing, a Mataji is with a sannyasi. Now that's not nice. So Prabhupada didn't say anything. When she used to sit in front when Prabhupada used to give lectures, but then in India it was like Prabhus sit close to the sannyasis and Matajis towards one side. So she was put a little behind, and she was so heartbroken, but she understood that was Prabhupada's bhav feeling, because already people were criticizing Prabhupada for giving Brahmanic thread for the Mlechas, in the sense the foreign disciples. So we can't say foreign Indian, they're all Vaishnavas, but that's how they said. So now she backed up a little bit, but she's completely started serving Krishna, so much so that Prabhupada was so pleased with her, so pleased, and Prabhupada blessed her. So that relationship we should have with the spiritual master, like so much service. If we can't do Vapu, at least Vani service has. So here, so that Krishna belongs to those who are materially impoverished. Okay, so I'll stop. So what happened? There was a devotee. He is devotee of Krishna, but he was so attracted to poor. He goes for Madhukari from one house to another house. So one day when he was going, Krishna thought, okay, let me check him. How much is he attached to me, or is he attached to material things? So Krishna keeps testing his devotees. That is good actually for the devotee, but we have to pass the test. So Krishna, what happened when he was walking through a river, there was a bag of gold coins. So he went and took it. He was so happy. Oh, today is a good day. So again he was walking, a beggar came and asked for some money. And he was so attracted to these gold coins that he didn't give anything to that beggar. So Krishna was a little upset with that. And again he walked, he saw a diamond on the road. And he went and grabbed that diamond. By then a thief came and took his gold coin bag and ran. So he was so upset. Then when he checked, he thought, okay, let the gold coin go. At least I got diamonds. So he was seeing the diamond. It was just a broken piece of glass. It looks like diamond. It was not real diamond. So he was so shattered. It's like, Krishna, you gave me and took everything from me. Okay, because Krishna was testing him again. And then the second day, what happened? Krishna himself came the next day in a normal person's way, and the Lord gave him a coin, silver coin. And he thought, what will I do with this silver coin? It's not much value for me. So he was walking and he saw a fisherman catching 2 fishes in a basket. And there was little water, so the fish didn't die. But the fish was struggling for life. So he felt compassion for the fishes, and he gave that silver coin to the fisherman and took that fishes into house and kept it in a bucket of water. And next day he threw them in the river. And he was so compassionate to that fishes, that he was so merciful to them, that immediately when the fishes went into the water, something came out of the mouth. It was diamonds. The fishes actually had swallowed the diamonds, so he got it. Then in his dream, Krishna came and said, first day, when the beggar came and asked you some money, you didn't give anything. So I took away all the opulence from you because you're getting attached to opulence than me. Second day, you became compassionate to the living entity, a fish, and you tried to give everything to saving that fish, that I came there and personally blessed you. So this is how Krishna is. He'll test us, but he'll see whether we are getting attached to opulences. If Krishna has blessed us with all opulences, because of our past good karma, that you're good educated, use it for Krishna's service. You have it, use it for Krishna's service. In that way, you won't get attached to the wealth. You won't get attached to anything materially opulent. So that's the way to serve Krishna, called Yukta Vairagya. That's called Yukta Vairagya. Okay. So Krishna belongs to the materially impoverished. That doesn't mean only a poor person can approach Krishna. No, even those who are having money can also approach Krishna, but the feeling should be like the money belongs to Krishna. So it should be used in his service, not for my sense gratification. Okay, so that's why Krishna is called Akinchana Gochara. Namo Akinchana Gochara. And the next sloka also Kundi Maharani, that is 1.8.27 also, she says about Krishna. The next sloka, 1.8.27. There also she says, Namo Akinchana Vittaya Nirvritta Gunavrittaye Amaramaya Shantaya Kaivalya Padaye Namaha. Namo Akinchana Vittaya. So Krishna actually is Akinchana Vittaya in the sense he is a property of materially impoverished. Okay, he belongs to them because only that person can approach Krishna with true feelings. Okay, and he is completely transcendental to the material modes. That's what Kundi Maharani says. He is the property of the materially impoverished. And Krishna have nothing to do with action and reaction of the material modes of nature. He is self-satisfied, therefore a most gentle and master of the monist. So Krishna belongs to those, the property of a materially impoverished person. Okay, they only can approach Krishna with true feelings. So what should we do? When we want to get Krishna, we should not think, oh, I'm so educated, I don't have to do bhakti, I don't have to do this service, that service. No, we have to serve the Lord. And also when somebody is more beautiful, we should not think that, oh, we are just spark. We are just spark. As Prabhupada said, when the brahmachari was looking, the air hostess, Prabhupada said, this is spark. Just imagine the source, how beautiful Krishna is. No, so we should say anything in the material world is just a reflection from the spiritual world. So actual beauty is coming from the Supreme Personality of God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everyone. Anything to add? Yes. Okay, so after this chapter, the next chapter is about Dhruv Maharaj's story. Dhruv Maharaj leaving home and all that. So it's going to be nice. Here's Sridevi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So in that Bhagavatam shloka, it was told that onto the pure devotee, Krishna will give sufferings again and again. But what for normal people like us, Mataji? Is it our karma coming back or a special favor showed by Krishna?
Yeah, it's karma, definitely karma coming back. But then that's for good for us. It's also a favor of Krishna. Why is Krishna? We are chanting Hare Krishna. Okay, we are not pure devotees, but Krishna is making us suffer because we realize that this world is not for us. So that we do more bhakti, more intense bhakti, to become serious in bhakti. Or Krishna wants us to learn some lesson. Definitely it's karma also coming. When Krishna says, Aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksheshyami ma shuja, Krishna puts a condition before that. No, what is it? Sarva dharmam parityaja, mamekam sharanam vraja. Krishna puts a condition. You have to be completely surrendered. We are not completely surrendered. So Krishna is not taking all our reactions. So when Krishna makes a pure devotee suffer, that is special mercy, right? Special mercy by the Lord. But for us, Krishna, it's karma coming as well as Krishna's mercy, in the sense, Krishna, I'm supposed to suffer so much. Krishna made me suffer this much, right? A devotee, because he's chanting the Lord's holy name, or he or she is chanting, Krishna decreases that reaction. Krishna makes us suffer so that we realize this place doesn't belong to me. I have to get out from here. Right? Krishna realized. When you agree, when we suffer, we feel that, what am I doing here? I'm stuck here. Now, I don't belong to this world. I have to go back. But when you're happy, we don't really think that. We make plans for future again and again. right? So suffering is good in one sense. Definitely karma also crushing, Krishna is crushing the karma so that he speedens up your process of liberation. We are supposed to take many janmas to suffer. Krishna makes you suffer this life so that we can go back easily, early. And second is Krishna's favor, definitely Krishna's favor. Okay. Hare Krishna, Aishi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, you told me that the third class prasada is like rubbing on the tummy, second class on chest. What's the word first class, Mataji? Did you told?
Like this in the neck,
First class
he does
prasada?
like this. Like this in the
Okay,
neck,
thank you.
Prabhupada does like this. I just heard
Yes,
from
thank you so much.
Prabhupada's memory. Okay, why Prabhupada gave so much importance? He is not for sense gratification, prasadam. No, Prabhupada wants everyone to get attracted to Krishna consciousness through prasadam. So that's why. Yeah, and ISKCON was successful. Why? Why was ISKCON successful? So many places, mainly because of prasadam. That's the first way of changing our consciousness. Seven Mukhi Jihvado Swayameva Sparatyada. Chanting the holy name and Krishna Prasad. So wherever philosophy is not working, just give them Krishna Prasad. So what you can do, there is a friend of mine, she takes dry fruits to her office and she takes the tulsi out. She doesn't say that it's prasadam, but just give dry fruits. So nobody will reject dry fruits, everyone will take. So offer dry fruits to Krishna and take the tulsi out, you eat it and then serve to others. Or make some sweet, give it to your friends and family. Don't tell that's prasadam. So somehow their consciousness will slowly get cured. And here, make them hear Harinam. So that's why Nagara Sankirtan and Prasad distribution is the weapon in Kali Yuga, Harinam Sankirtan, along with Prasadam, because it will have double effect on everyone in this material world. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Kodi Vaishnavandi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hare Krishna everyone, thank you for joining.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you very much, Mataji, for your